How's it going? It's me, Justin, again today with day 2 of our whiskey tasting coming from the Jim Beam Christmas collection of the 12 Days of Christmas. I haven't opened it yet. I'm excited to get into it, but I do want to say thank you everybody for all the views I got yesterday, the likes, the comments. You guys are awesome. Any feedback is great. If there's anything that y'all think I need to improve, or like I said, leave a comment if there's anything you want me to try specifically. I can always make a secondary video other than the 12 Days of Christmas. I'll be uploading afterwards, after the 12 days is up, and still releasing something every day, at least every day or every other day, as much as I possibly can. Other than that, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and open up number 2 and see what we got for the taste test of the day. That fights me. All right. Today we have a Jim Beam bourbon. It is a straight whiskey here. It is I'm pretty sure most everybody that has dabbled into the whiskeys has tried Jim Beam Classic. It is a straight. There is no flavor. It is literally the bare bones of a whiskey. There's no excess flavors. It's just whiskey. That's it. We're going to pour it in, and we're going to go ahead and get started and see how it tastes. Get a different smell. I'm sure it's going to be a lot different than yesterday's flavor, and maybe whole different accents on the tongue as far as what it has essentially made inside of it as well. Alright, before I get started with this one and I open it up, I did find something that's relatively cool. On the inside of each one of these little flaps, when you open them, day 1 and day 2, on the inside it gives you ingredients as you can make different whiskey mixes or anything like that. I'll share today's with you. Yesterday it was a Jim Beam vanilla coffee cream. Today with the straight, it is a Jim Beam bourbon sour. It's 2 parts Jim Beam, 1 part lemon juice, ½ teaspoon of sugar, ½ part lemon lime soda, lemon wedge, and cherry. You shake it up, and then you mix it into the glass of your choice. Sounds really good. I'm not a fan of sours myself, unless it's an ale. I love sour ales. But mixing it with whiskeys, I'm not too fond of a sour drink, if you would want to put it that way. But onto the taste of the Jim Beam. It has the same color, if not exactly, as the vanilla yesterday. It has a very clean, clear caramel color to it. It's definitely got a strong smell to it. It definitely has a huge aroma. You can smell it almost as soon as I poured it into the glass. You had that smell. It was just strong bourbon, oak. You had all of it just hit you all at once. You can definitely taste, or not taste, you can smell the flavors of what you're going to taste. That's why you always want to smell it before you drink it. That way you know what to look for whenever it hits your taste buds. Other than that, we'll go ahead and taste it and see how it rolls around on the tongue, how it actually holds and stays in the throat. Okay. So, as you notice, I held it in my mouth. I like to, when you're first trying something, you want to get that taste, that essential, almost like you're eating it. You want to get that whole flavor in your entire mouth. You want to hold it on your tongue, let your taste buds run away with the flavors all at once, and try to decipher what you're going through at the same time. I got a lot. It is a very stronger than the vanilla, stronger tasting. It's more of the burn you feel when you normally get a bourbon or a whiskey. You get more of the throat burn, the lip burn, around the gums. It's more of a stronger taste to the actual bourbon itself. If it actually says on here. Yeah, these are an 80 proof is the straight. It's an 80 proof. Decently strong for the price, that is for sure. Most around the 80 range is a very comfortable drinking whiskey. Once you get up into the higher ranged whiskeys, like you have the 90s, 90 and a halfs, 95s, That's a little more of the stronger sided whiskeys that a lot of people aren't just going to want to sit there and just have a glass of and just sit there and enjoy your day or a cold day just drinking on a good old glass of whiskey. Definitely can't beat it. But this one is it's smooth. It doesn't really burn necessarily all the way down. Burns at first, the initialness going down, but it doesn't stay. It has a good mellow tone to it once it goes away. I would purchase it. I have purchased it. I usually have a bottle of it. It is just a standard Jim Beam, like I said. Show you the bottle one more time. That way you can tell. It is just a standard old original bottle, if it'll focus. Focus for me. Alright. Can't really focus, but I'm not going to fight it. It's just a standard Jim Beam. You can get it at any ABC store that's local to you, or if you're out of state or a state that serves it in other stores, it's just a standard whiskey. It's not like any type of on poured. They've been doing it for several hundred years. Right after the Prohibition, Jim Beam started right away. They were actually under a different name. Tub Bourbon, I believe, is the name that they went for in the beginning. They actually done that during the Prohibition, and when it subsided, they opened up this, and it's been going strong ever since. 7 generations of families have been through the Jim Beam company, and it is still family owned today, which is amazing and which is great for the company itself. There's all types of information that you can go for and you can find out about the whiskeys. There's actually 2 locations where you can go to actually walk through, get a tour of the area and the distilleries, and they talk about and they teach you. One's in Kentucky. You can go there and they'll teach you everything there is to know about the original starting point of the whiskeys. And maybe in one video I can do an entire background history of Jim Beam. If y'all would like that, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely would love to go on the backstory of any brand. I can definitely do Jim Beam. I can do a separate video for it since I'm doing 12 Days of Christmas. Maybe that'll be the video after Christmas. I can do a whole backstory on Jim Beam after I've tasted all the flavors inside the box. And I can do a video letting you guys know in that video which one was my favorite and which one I would put at the top of my list to taste or to buy your own. This one is definitely great. I'm more of a fan of this than the vanilla. I'm not a huge vanilla fan, but out of the 2 days, the straight's going to be my favorite. I feel like the vanilla it's soft. It has a very smooth finish, smooth taste, and it's I like the stronger side of my bourbons than I do the softer sides. So with this, I enjoy this a little more. I like the burning feeling. I like it, how it tastes going down. It's very great. It has a good, the more I smell it, the more I look at it, I definitely get a caramel smell to it too. You don't really taste it, but I feel like you can smell the caramel. Definitely got the oakiness, like I said. Most of these bourbons are going to have a heavy oak smell. You get that from the oak barrels themselves, from where they're dried out and then put back in, and then they're going through the distilling process. It is a great, great brand. Jim Beam has always been a go-to favorite for me. I'll always go to it. I'll always have some. And there's so many. I believe it's the bourbon-wise, it has the most diverse, different bourbons as far as flavors than any other bourbon company that there is, or whiskey company that I could even think of. I may be wrong. I'll fact check that and make sure, but I'm about positive that they have the most different flavors that you can choose from, whether you're a cinnamon fan, a vanilla fan, a cherry fan, straight fan, double oak fan, single barrel fan. There's all types of different whiskeys that you can go from, and there's no reason why you should stop on one. Go out, change, try different things. There's nothing wrong with it. I do it. I love trying new things. If I see something I've never tried, I'll buy it. There's no reason why you shouldn't try something new. Don't get stuck on something. Always change up your tastes. And if you find something you like, keep a bottle of it. Or let me know. I could try it for you and let you know how I feel about it. But it's doing great. And it doesn't stay. It's definitely a 10-second, 15 seconds, and then bam, it's gone. The flavor's gone. The flavor stays, not necessarily gone, but the burning sensation is gone. And it continues to keep building. Each time you try it, you get different flavors every time. You try it once, and you may taste a caramely taste. You try it again, you taste the oak taste. You try it again, you may try like a charred taste to it. You never know. It's always going to be a different, because there's so many bold flavors inside of a bourbon that you can't really. I don't have a veteran tongue by no means. I taste them, and then each time I taste it, I still taste like something different. It's like watching a movie. You always find something different every time you watch it. So keep trying it. Keep tasting it. You never know. And you're always going to, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you, first time buying something, don't buy a little bottle. Buy the shooters. Try it out like this first. No, don't go waste your money on a $40 bottle when you don't even know if you're going to like it. Or you can request it to me. Save your money. I buy it so you guys don't have to. Y'all have a great day. And thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. Smash the button below. And let me know what I can do better for you guys. Thanks for watching. My name's Justin. Have a great day.